So a proper description for all of the signs needs to take into account many factors. It has to come from within.
For the stars, 'cause we're aiming high.
It has to come from within. It has to come from within.
Okay, welcome back to another video of the physical appearance series. Today we're talking about the water signs, right? This is part 4 of 4. We discussed the fire signs, the air signs, and we discussed the earth signs. Now it's time to do the water signs. Describing the physical appearance, interpreting the physical appearance using the rising sign. Because the rising sign represents the physical body. And so what we need to do is we need to use that information that we get from the rising sign in order to describe how an individual looks. It's a bit of fun to play around with this, but as I've explained in videos 1, 2, and a little bit in video 3, was that there's a lot more going into this than meets the eye. So a proper description for all of the signs needs to take into account many factors. With that being said, let's get started. Cancer rising, not necessarily above average height, with a round face and full cheeks. Sometimes a little of the double chin action going on here. Cancer rising is gray or light blue in the eyes, with a bit of a pale complexion, tending towards stoutness, sometimes a bit heavy or awkward in their walk, and a bit of a short nose with a prominent tip. Moving on to the description of Scorpio now. Scorpio is about average in height, dark hair, sometimes growing in thick, curling, or waving, with prominent eyebrows and definitely prominent perceptive abilities. Scorpio rising has an aquiline nose, meaning that it's hooked or curved like the beak of an eagle. Again, Scorpio is a fixed sign having a square build to the body and a square build to the face, also with a tendency towards stoutness. And finally, Pisces has a stature that's about middle to short, with a fleshy person and face, with a bit of a pale complexion and full eyes. A tendency also toward a double chin, with small, short limbs, and dark, plentiful hair. That concludes our descriptions of the physical appearance using the rising sign in astrology. The reason that we use the rising sign, if you remember from the first video, is that it contains all the 12 houses, right? Consolidated into one physical body and a brain, which speaks to the appearance that you take on and to your mental tendencies. With all of that being said, it's good to keep in mind the aspects that other planets make to the ascendant, because this also affects the rising sign and, as a result, the physical appearance of the individual. I've given little tidbits about how each and every single facet of the natal chart begins to affect and change the physical appearance despite what the generalization of that rising sign is. So, it's up to us as astrologers, or if you're working with an astrologer, to have them take a careful look. I'm sure you don't need anybody to actually explain your physical appearance to you, but it's always fun when you're looking at somebody's chart, whom you've never really met before, to try to get a little bit of an idea about how this person may look and what their mental tendencies may be. Now, I'll save the mental tendencies for other videos. If you'd like, please check out videos 1 through 4 of this series where I describe the other elements, the other elemental signs, meaning fire, air, and earth, before I got into this water. That being said, please like, share, subscribe, and feel free to check back for more content. See you then.